Hello. Uh, I've had a long day. I am very tired. So I might not be nearly as like I don't know how to say it. I'm just really tired. You'll understand. Anyway, let's get back into it. Low on morale, put points in volition. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's right. I remember where we were at now. That was the worst way to end that episode. Oh, yeah. We're headed this way because we need to go up here. It is still 10 in the goddamn morning. Actually, wait. No, this way. We don't need to talk to the racist because I took off my clothes and did the jump instead. Oh, I can right click it too. That's fantastic. The fucker. Oh, is that a hint button that I had no idea was there? Well, I haven't needed it yet, so who cares? What are you? Oh, I guess we're not going that way. I forgot about you. Hey. Oh, I know who she is. She's the... Yeah. Okay. Never mind. She can stay with him.
Before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Rhetoric. That's not rhetoric. Physical instrument. I might be able to actually use that. Rhetoric. Psyche. Rhetoric. Intellect based. Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellect and intellectual discourse. My character is not the smartest. He thinks a lot. Don't mean he's very smart. Hey. Find a penny, pick it up. All day long you'll have good luck. I think I need like $70 for the day. You're awesome, but I just really need to... Well, I need to, but I don't want to, you know? Alright, you big fuck.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
So that was exactly what that was. You're gonna ask me how I got in? I wanted to go over a couple things.
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
At my age? What are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities. I think my character's like fucking 50. I too am surprised the resilience and athleticism of this tool I've been provided with. Thought he's gonna break down any moment now. Probably pushed it to the limit.
Yes, Harry. You are obviously in peak physical condition, and I salute both your initiative and your physical prowess. Very impressive, Harry. Very impressive. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
What's in the container outside the office?
Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the cobblestone
Harry, you
crate.
smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth
Damn.
talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Alright, alright. I met Joyce, the company representative. Okay. As important as this is, I feel like we have an immediate issue. Let's talk about
your
my lost gun.
My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
I understand, you cuck. Anyway.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
That seems to be the case. Alright, I don't know, could he really hold my gun hostage?
Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Yes, thank you for the hot tip regarding your lost gun, Harry. My men have indeed factored in that you pawned it. Now please, let the professionals do their job. Kick back, Harry, relax. I have great guys on this. You focus on what's important. Building our relationship for the good of Martinez.
I really want to arrest you. I hope I get to arrest you later. I hate the way you say things. Dear God, why do you say things like that? Why?
It did not come as a surprise to him. He might actually not be bullshitting.
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Yeah, he's definitely not.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Open the door. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
I don't
There is
believe I
no way
did.
to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
That's fair.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry. This is gonna be good.
Damn it! Why are you saying things? I actually do want to level you up a little bit. There we go. I can revert some if I really need to, but I don't need to, so. I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
Now, I'm sure you figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys.
The bad guys.
Wild
Whatever.
Pines.
I hate
Sent
all
to
of
scare
you.
us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flat caps.
Yeah, you're definitely a flat cap here, you.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
What do you mean? The mercenaries are still there. They didn't try. They're still there.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
That sounds like propaganda.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Wow, that actually mirrors real life. That's disgusting, and now I'm sad. Anyway.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Oh, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Move the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be.
You don't look that
They
old.
lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
I know of at least one.
One of them got downright suicidal.
Hang on.
Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Yeah, I think I get what you're. I think I'm picking up what you're down with your words.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Hi, Jazz. I'm
Harry,
very tired
what you
right
need
now.
to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
You certainly are. Yeah, I understand why. I can tell. Why art thou tired? It's just been a long week. A really long week. Shit, I didn't hit space.
An entire neighborhood of killers.
Exactly did the push.
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people
I know
whose
what you mean.
duties
Yeah,
involve
yeah.
manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land."
Boy, you sure do like fancy words. You do like using fancy words to say maybe. Like, come on. Yeah, I'll be okay, Jess. It's just I'm just tired, really tired.
He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Okay, so you're saying you can't take them in because they're tough and you're not.
If he's
something
just
like that.
boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
How do you know? We're hired by the shipping company. Mentioned the lawyer girl. Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
You certainly say things. I'm sure she does.
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
He has an inside man.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
Okay. So... what is it then? My guess is that that little strike ended... it definitely ended in a fight. That's what it sounds like. But I highly doubt they sent people in to just go beating. But then again, I did talk to one of these guys, and they are disgusting as hell, so... God damn it. There's like no good guys in this game, I'm starting to notice. The only good guy is Kim. He's the good guy. Everyone else here sucks.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
Well, he's not wrong. I hate to say
You
that.
said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
I'm not gonna volunteer
Absolutely,
information.
Harry. Absolutely.
Tell me
Suck
about
it to me.
Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men. All 7
Sure.
of them. Exemplary union members. Always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Pretty sure that Titus specifically is a reference to the play Titus Andronicus, which is a play by Shakespeare. I'm putting that in quotation marks because, well, when this play was being written, Shakespeare had a protege under him. And this protege became known for his extremely gory plays, and Titus Andronicus is notorious for being probably the goriest play that Shakespeare has ever put out. So, just saying, that's probably where that comes from. And if that's the case, then the connection to draw is that Titus is literally leading a murder squad, it seems like. Which, I mean, it's murder squad against murder squad, so... yeah.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
Yeah.
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
That isn't what we
Work
asked.
with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
You have no idea what's going on with me.
You know what, Harry?
No?
I got a feeling they're gonna show up in full force tomorrow.
I don't like the way that's worded.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
In the future, I could use your backing. Can you ask the Hardy Boys to cooperate? We're not gonna do that.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yeah.
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
You will be right back. Okay, Jazz. Have fun wherever you shall be. You want to, but I just can't. Oh my god.
A man of the left, so you have to be a social democrat.
Seems like exactly what he wants.
Hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of Ibershul. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are. This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do. Fuck. Okay, I don't know. I am not. I'm a patriot of Ibershul. Oh, neutral.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
And what would this entail?
Yeah, what are you wanting me to do? What
Once
the
again,
fuck?
I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Signatures for. Fine. Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
I don't think so either.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martin A's, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
I really hope I get to arrest you. Like, I really fucking hope so, because I hate the way you say words. What are the signatures
I'm
for?
glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martin A's. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
I don't believe him. I mean, I don't think he's lied. I don't know if he's lied at all during this. He hasn't given a lot of information, but he does talk a lot.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
What will happen to the current
They're
occupants?
just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Where is this
On the
place
coast,
exactly?
Harry, across the canal. There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Oh, God. Okay.
Water drips from the eaves. A woman looks at her freshly tarred skiff. There's a pair of cavalry boots under the fish in the box, and the wind howls like a vicious spirit.
Fine. I happen to be there. I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here,
Yeah. An open white envelope.
you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there is some trouble with the waterlock, but they should fix it by Wednesday morning. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
I mean, this guy probably already knows this. He obviously knows this. In these 2. I don't think I have
See you
anything.
soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
So that one's probably gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Interact. I should wait until I'm outside. I will give him this. He does have eyes. Find morale. Okay, so I have 2 tasks. Pay for your room at the Whirling Inn, or it will be locked after 21 hours. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Okay. Well, what you're saying is I can get a free place to stay somewhere? Okay. I am gonna go try to open that box with my persuasion skills again. Maybe. Okay. -1 drama, Inland Empire, half-light, composure, minus savior fair. Savior fair. Nothing affects rhetoric. Okay. Well. Ready to roll the dice again?
Back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since you were last here.
Been
If
in the
anything,
world.
it seems to have grown slightly. And
Damn.
as it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with rhetoric. Maybe you're losing your mind.
Fuck. Fuck. Okay, well... I guess... I do have something else I can do, actually. I don't think anything's changed in here. Alright. Alright. Money. The bowl. They're spinning it. Reeking of tobacco. See hawthorn bushes outside. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and union placards. And free money. I'm sure he saw that. I don't care. Hello, you must be the dude.
This is where you say your bit.
This is where you say your bit. My bit? Interrogate the vigilantes. I guess he's wanting me to do the standard thing. Well, I don't roll like that.
He's used to giving orders and having them obeyed immediately. You should not indulge him.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you. Maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
Say anything.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Crush
What, are you
arms.
fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
Turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the table. You talk about the
Oh,
man hanged up.
this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
These are
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
The boys are too eager to please him to keep their mouths shut. You're gonna get a good head count here. Just wait.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
okay.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Metal.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Picture of what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
I could. I talked to Joyce, the merc you hanged. Friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Crenell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yeah, there's sort of some kind of tribunal. They're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too.
Oh, God.
Let them come. The Hardy boys are right fucking here.
Alright, Blondie.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy.
Yeah. A well-oiled murder machine.
Punches Blondie on the shoulder.
Is on the rise. They're feeling confident. Ready to punch out the whole merc platoon.
Mercenaries are armed with automatic weapons.
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
Will they pierce ceramic armor?
I guess we're gonna see, aren't we?
See what? They don't?
Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing, and it didn't make him immortal.
Colonel, this Colonel is bad news. You know that, right?
So are the local gangs, the fucking Barmy Army, and the Madre scum. You've been out there. Seen any around?
Yeah. Where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in an airtight cargo crate.
These people are trained military professionals with decades of combat experience. They are not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. We know more about them than you think.
Joyce said they've gone rogue. Nobody's controlling them.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear in check.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay. I'm gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
That man in the backyard. That man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
I just spent like 5 minutes telling you you're all gonna die.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
I've spoken to the dead man in a bizarre vision.
Ebrard?
Yep.
And what did he tell you? That we killed him? That we took a cargo belt from the harbor, went out back, and used it to hang him? Because we did. All of us together. I hope he told the story straight. I hope he told it well.
So you just confessed to murder?
Right.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
They're playing to their considerable strength in numbers. Don't talk about arresting them. You'll only bring attention to your inability to do so.
You murdered him just like that?
How many
No
people have
remorse?
you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
2,
Send them to
actually.
reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
What we do is different. We enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
She tilts her head.
Titus, keep addressing him. He wants everyone to know he's in charge.
No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than
He's
angry.
so sure it's him. But it's not that simple. There's someone above him, or beside him, sharing the leadership. Hard to say who.
Bad Angus. Games are usually run by the oldest, most venerable members. Thought she did.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
This hanging
You
incident
don't have
occur?
to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
How long had you known the
Known
victim?
him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? The representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
This is where he tries to sow discord between you two, because he knows the company is responsible for bringing the mercenaries into town.
Welcome back, Jazz. I am sorry, I was really engrossed. I'm trying to make this guy really, really mad. I'm trying to get him to do something stupid. That's my idea, at least. I don't know if I can.
About the pretty boy. I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary? That's it?
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
There's a slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
I'm not reading that, but you know, because I don't, yeah.
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Right, but who did he do it to then? This is a very serious accusation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
I'm gonna ask her one last time.
Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough.
Fuck off, Carl. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment.
What are you talking about? Embarrassment. If someone has been sexually assaulted, we need to...
What you need is to get the fuck out of my face. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks. He's dead. It's done.
As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but...
It won't be for long, she means. It's true. She was the only thing holding him back.
So, what are we gonna do now?
Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
I don't
Forget
think that
about
matters.
their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
That's a maybe. Sure, why not?
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
That's it.
Did
All I
you
got.
already try the gun thing? I hear the gun thing is excellent and has great results. You're probably right. The others are only there for filler, to make the gun thing pop.
Kim, I need your gun. Alright. Shit. Shit. I should have just left it, but I didn't. I might die here. Gun, lol. He'll tell me no. I don't really want to do that. I'd rather use my own gun. So we're not gonna do that.
And what exactly is it you've been doing that's so goddamn special? Shitting yourself in front of us. Going around, harassing kids on the street. Kids who've done nothing wrong. All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching, fascia. People here trust us. We're getting complaints.
Said anything racist, I don't think. Have I?
Of course you have. You've been calling people Kip left and right, inciting race violence in my town.
I
Connie
really
said
haven't.
They've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the Kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit.
I hate all of these options. I don't even know what a race rally
There
is.
it is. Carly said they're bulk purchasing confetti, ribbons too, and loudspeakers, and fireworks. Carly works at the carnival shop, you see.
Get the fuck out of here, you racist carny. There'll be no race rally in my town.
What happened? We got absolutely wiped. Let's go before it gets worse.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Is the rally real? Please don't set up any rally. It'll make you look awful. There is no rally, come on. Just ask questions. You need to put this race rally garbage in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, let's leave. Boy, those guys were tough. I should have went for the gun. Alright, shit. Well, hell. No, that's not what I wanted.
Yes?
Okay. Who are your authority? You need to get your hands on some cigarettes. No. Yeah, we can gain authority in Titus's eyes for the investigation ban. Soften it up first. Maybe investigate the crime scene or the body. Look for a witness. Get help from the union boss or the company rep. Tie them to another crime. Tie them to any other crimes. Okay, well, we can go back outside and look at the crime scene, I guess. I'm sorry, Jazz, I failed you. I should have went for the gun. Peace.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right, the Hardy Boys in the mess hall of Whirling in Rags.
Go over them one by
1.
one.
Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing in his booth. This is the big dick, Titus Hardy. The one with the bald cap on his head. Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy. Maybe even too easy.
Maybe.
2. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print.
Alright, what else we
5.
got?
Another standard work boot. Reinforced toes. Number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn. 6. Light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat. Shanky.
Should have gotten this earlier.
Better late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty.
Count the
7.
rest.
The glowing outline of a standard work boot. Number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus. Carrying something?
Mm-hmm. He's carrying the body.
8. Another standard work boot. Number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here.
8, actually.
That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
A leader like Titus doesn't let one of his guys out of sight easily, especially at a time like this.
An aberration.
Interesting.
One soul is smoother than the
Let's
other.
name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Oh,
Or she.
this one's easy. Way too easy. It's a driver.
Driver would wear down their right shoe before the left. Accelerator is on the right, and remember that abandoned lorry cabin we
There's a
found?
piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle. Which means that the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the Old Soul.
She's also the one running the drug trade. Interesting. First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep does this rabbit hole go?
Now we know who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation?
I think the entire unit is involved. Maybe even all of Martinez.
We should start with Titus Hardy. See what he's got to say on the matter. This might throw them off. Work in our advantage. So what else?
A heavy one, 200 kilogram
200.
imprint.
This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy Boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
You're right.
Possibly, yes.
Light
I'm
step.
guessing that's the skinny Hardy Boy. The one with his front teeth missing.
I mean the rat-faced one.
I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not.
How old do you think these
Elite,
trucks are?
Maybe 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
Nice. Now that's progress. And that's police work, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think happened? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Well,
What do you see?
What do you think
What
happened
do I
there?
think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Yep.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys.
There's one pair missing from the Union box. The 8th pair.
The tree
I'm
looks
going to
like
say
the
it was
one
also-
from the dream. It is. This is the exact same place. It's just now we're not in the dream. This is the kind of the first place you end up in this game. The odd soul was present at the lynching, but isn't in the
Yes.
mess hall right now.
I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us much, but we should still confront them about the possible drug trade connection.
All right. And there is your authority. Because if we can link them to the drug trade, we can get.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
8 sets of push trip. There's only 7. Where's the 8th Hardy
What
boy?
are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Let's skip that for now. Connect
Like
you to.
hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
No, do the honors. You've earned it.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
Some, but not all, and you just attract more
You
usually.
would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Always will. People are always going to do drugs. That's why you have the same. Yeah. You're telling yourself that. No, for a fact, there's still plenty of drugs out there.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
Yeah, it's Hardy, the one you're missing. She owns the thing,
My
right?
answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Bullshit.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Please?
As you look around this room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting
I'm
out
wondering
tobacco,
if it's Elizabeth.
does this look familiar?
It could be, honestly. She's kind of... I have noticed she's kind of, quote-unquote, running things from behind the scenes. There's 7 guys... No, wait. Yeah, there's 7, but she's here also. And we know the mysterious drug driver is a girl. All we need is her shoes to determine. I've never seen this before.
You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with, almost exclusively, men. Sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. You seen Apricot, old Purdue's daughter? Asks Lieutenant McCoy. Uh-huh, replies Torson. The ass on that one. McCoy shakes his head in appreciation. A bit strange the old man named her Apricot. But, I mean, who am I to judge? Wanna hit the kebab joint?
This is just really messed up Cinderella plot. Does the shoe fit that she might be a drug runner?
Huh?
You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer, sitting around with your dicks in your hand.
You got a problem with beer now?
Not quite there yet. Push on.
No, I'm drunk on the job too. I don't give a shit. No, I'm also a big fan of beer. I'm jerking off instead of helping people.
You saying we don't help people? I've been doing this job for 10 years. Martinez was a dump before we put this outfit together.
They don't know, man. They weren't here. We had 3 shootings a week, kids dead, fucking graffito everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s.
Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim.
So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck.
Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already.
It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help.
Titus?
She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give it up, but on his terms.
You wanna help her, cop? Fine. I'm gonna let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question her, harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy.
What is her name?
Glacia, I'm on due. She's staying here at the Whirling in Rags, a real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit, blonde. That's Amonju, with an O. you.
Shit. The girl. The girl upstairs? That can't be her. Remember what you said to her?
Oh, it's her! It's definitely her! It's Miss Oranje, disco dancer!
You said, damn it, said you're a superstar cop. Said you don't remember being a cop. Said you don't remember reality.
You
How the
inexplicably
fuck did
act
I do
cool
that?
after the victim's name, but no one notices. Your spine is too damn straight. None of these people would ever suspect you've met her. Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off.
When did the rape?
He did it before
When
we
did
killed
it?
him. He's not gonna do it again. So what does it matter?
It would help if we establish a timeline.
Yep.
All right. 2 weeks, maybe.
I have no idea how I
don't
got
know.
that check. There is
Need
no
another
way I
beer.
should have got that check.
Here you go, boss.
What's your relationship with her?
I know her.
How well do you know her?
Well enough, Copper. We partied. She's been here for a few months.
But she's not from around here.
You mean Revachol? Nah. She's an immigrant. Or a drifter of some sort. Been staying here over the
Nat
winter.
20 moment be like, yeah, really. I should have crumbled there. Oh my god, the checks in this game are great.
Don't you give her any more trouble. She's just had some bad luck, that's all.
Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help.
Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all the silences? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should keep picking at it. And what was up with the party she and Titus did? It sounded fun.
You said you partied. What did you mean?
What do you think I meant?
I'm thinking sex?
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're saying the two of you were close?
No, we just fucked. That's all. I'm not gonna give you any details if that's what you're after. So put your dick away.
He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with this topic. That's all you're gonna get for now.
Thank you. We'll talk to
Remember
her.
what I said. Freight train of pain.
That went exceedingly better than the last time. Alright, fantastic. Can I talk to you?
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
What's your role in all
Obviously,
this?
I'm a lawyer, a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Yeah, no kidding.
I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
Are you so aggressive?
You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers. We've talked to Everclair. We know who these men are. The Union's militant wing.
Yeah, he kind of just laid that out there.
Listen, you Moralington lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. Privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM principles and the RCM is principled and strong, like you socialists. Jeez. It throws. Nah. Because that essentially what that means is that there needs to be a gap between the higher up and the lower class, which is bullshit. I believe that's bullshit. So I'll keep reading. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed rust rising? What are the Union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Are you the...
Obviously,
Oops.
I'm a lawyer. I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
You're right, you know. You're very pretty.
In her eyes speaks louder than words. She is not amused. Hey. Psst.
Who, me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Apparently was to ask if she was the girl of the gang. That's what I did. And oh, okay. Yeah, I did that. I like jumping around before I do that. I don't know if it leads to different outcomes, but sometimes it does. There's word on the street.
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pockets, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Landowners. Impale all people who have more than 25 real and literally murder all human beings regardless of political beliefs. That kind of stuff. Some mildly West leans things, but none of those. I don't want to kill everybody. Everybody.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind.
I feel like I'm putting it. I feel like my rhetoric is putting myself
Everyone
in a weird.
can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Roll up the sleeves and start building communism.
Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Hell yeah. Wait, what? Firing squad? You didn't say anything
Too
about
late
that.
to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
We're making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg. Thought gained. Emotion get. I've got that one. I want this. I want all of these, honestly. These are all good. I can trade thoughts out, so I ain't scared that much. Oh Lord, oh Lou, oh me, oh my. Babysitting imbeciles. What the heck, Liz? Ooh, she doesn't like them. Take to the assault victim. Door number 3. Communism, exactly. This one? I'm 1.
The door is closed.
Who is it?
This is the police.
Oh.
Can we come in?
It took him a minute to read that.
Come on up. The door is open.
I'm drying my hair. Okay. Hotel bill calculations looks like she's had an extended stay. Piles of dirty clothes. A woman. Let's not snoop at her stuff. She said go up. This room has sad all over it. Mind you of your own. Depressing. You feel someone watching you behind the glass door. A woman. Well, yeah. Said, come on up. The bed has been hastily made. The smell of cigarette smoke in the air. Astra menthol. Cold coffee in an ashtray that looks like a hedgehog. That's adorable.
Welcome to the roof.
The young woman has a cigarette in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other.
Below her silvery jumpsuit, an athletic young body, built long and lean.
Hey, that's creepy.
I'm sorry for
Stop.
the mess down there. The cleaning lady hasn't come by in days. I'm beginning to wonder if she ever will.
Is there a cleaning lady? I think I need one. You've got
Much
up here.
nicer now.
Where the dead body used to hang, clearly visible from the roof, but no longer.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that, officers. Truly.
There is something in her light brown eyes, a sadness, when she thinks about the death of that man.
Oh, I understand. I don't think he did the bad things those other men said he did. I think she liked him. And I don't think the dude downstairs liked that. Let's see if we can't push that. Mention a cleaning lady. I think I need one.
Oh, yes. Legends of room number 1 have made their way around the building. They say a portal to hell has opened in there.
Disco Infernum. Hell, you know not of which you speak. There are vortices of dark energy present, but not to hell. To another place, a third place, much different from our world. No, I just trashed the place. Disco
They
Infernum.
also say that's why the cleaning lady quit. Because of the infernum.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi. I'm a detective from Precinct 57. I see you've already met my colleague.
Have I ever? This is the one and only superstar cop. He's kind of a big deal around here.
I'm sad to say I've shifted capo type since the last we saw each other. I'm a different cop now. Only one in 1,000 cops wakes up as a superstar cop.
Wow.
Things are very far from well, little miss. I'm a changed man. A cop reborn to repent my shortcomings. I am the sorry cop.
A penitent cop monk. What brings this changed man to me?
Miss, we are investigating the murder of the man down there. The people who put him there.
I
have
love
asked
this
us
game.
to talk to you.
Huh. I see.
She takes a pensive drag on her
Be
menthol
careful.
cigarette.
Ask something else first. When you go there, use words like, I hear you have been through something difficult.
It's a good. That's probably the way I would ask it. What's your name for the record?
Lazier Amondou.
Can we take a look at your passport, please? Thank you. That's it for the record. And where are you from?
Vredefort, Republic of Oranje.
How old are
I'm
you?
28.
What is Oran? Should I ask that? Should I ask that? I should ask
A
that.
bad memory, officer.
Understood,
It's the
miss.
past. People can't go back to the past.
Nope. Some try, but it always fails. Death is inevitable. Good luck. What do you do, miss? What is your specialization?
Something stupid.
Wanna hear what's stupid? Somewhere in a one-room apartment on Boogie Street, a young man shows Patrol Officer Tilbrook his genital warts, asking if they're cancer.
Nope. Think they're just a disease, my guy.
His
Sorry.
partner, Emil Mullins, can't be there. He's in another apartment with another man who's showing him a dead dog under the radiator. It's dead, Mullins says. No, the man replies. I touched him. He's warm.
He's still alive. Ignore the smell.
He's warm, Mullins replies, because he's under the radiator.
You're a cop?
No, no. More stupid. Oranese lit.
Oranese lit?
Oranese literature. It's what I studied at the university.
What is Oranese
Fear
literature
of
about?
failure, fear of death, how it sucks to be Oranese. All national literatures are... Only the name of the nation changes.
Huh. I guess having all that type of literature laid out in front of you kind of puts that in perspective, huh? It sucks to be us, but it also
If that's
sucks to be
true,
them.
Then Revacholian lit would fit you like a glove.
What do you do with it?
Nothing. I do nothing with it.
How do you make money then? Money is very important. Show her some money.
Cool. I've made more money by just being than I have with Oranese lit.
Being what?
Many things. A roller skating instructor, a secretary, Miss Oranje 37.
It's the world's most tired smile. Miss Aranye, now there is something you should linger on.
Wouldn't it be inappropriate to linger?
All things considered, very. Now linger.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna continue that.
I would offer you coffee, but it's garbage. Literally tastes like poison.
Can we take a look at your passport,
I'm afraid
please?
you can't, officer.
Why is that?
Because it's buried in a sealed plastic bag at an undisclosed location on the coast, along with cash and airline tickets.
Thank you for your candor. Why?
They say so in your tourist brochure. Keep travel documents away from your person when west of the river. If I were to lie to you, I would come up with a more mainstream name than Clausia Mondu. It's a weird name.
Okay then.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. I say that. Thank you. That's it for the record.
The record. So official.
Yeah, I'm not asking personal questions. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
do.
It's pretty deluxe.
No one likes to talk about their dirty laundry and their empty bottles. Maybe if you phrase it emotionally.
What are you doing here in the Whirling Racks?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been staying here?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Say here.
I always wanted to see the only city in the world in the worst time of the year. It's a tourist thing. Yeah, I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Is that why you're out here?
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The SAD got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial SAD spill in there.
For me, it's alcoholism, miss.
Cool. I think I'm developing a pinch of that, too. It hasn't done wonders to my taste in interior decoration.
No, everything, yeah, well, it's alcohol. What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Like, tell us you've been through something difficult.
Something difficult? I've been through at least half a dozen difficult things. Which one do you mean?
You sexually assaulted Miss...
By sexually assaulted, you mean raped?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a bit early in the morning for raped, isn't it?
She sounds positively buoyant, vivacious, totally unbothered.
Actually, it's already after.
Is it?
The spring sun is high in the sky.
It is afternoon. Time flies, man.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with not raped. I don't want to say that shit about him.
By him, she must mean the victim.
Tell them it's not my style. They'll have to, you know, if they want to jazz up the charges, they'll have to get someone more, rapeable.
I get it.
Are you saying that you were asked to tell us you were assaulted?
Not explicitly, but I understood what they meant. It wouldn't hurt to spice things up a bit. Some assault and battery. Sexual assault, maybe. It was clear the latter would be spicier.
Dennis asked you to spice things up for us. Are you sure? What did happen between you? What did they hang? What did they hang him for? How do the Hardy Boys know you?
We partied.
What kind of partying? It's kind of the kind I do.
With all due respect, sir, I think we partied a little harder than that.
Harder than this? I didn't know it was physically possible.
Oh, it is. You're still alive.
What did you do when you partied?
We drank, sir. A lot. For weeks, basically. We had that effect on each other. We made each other drink harder. That's why I liked him.
What else?
Stimulants. Speed also has that effect, making you drink harder. And then drinking harder makes you do more speed. It's quite the combination. We also had sex.
You were lovers?
I guess you can say that, yes. A bit. Lovers is such an emotional word. But there was something there. We did enough drugs for there to be.
Understandable.
How did you two meet?
The lieutenant's voice is quiet, calm. The game felt the need to point that out to me.
Downstairs. At the bar. He was on some sort of assignment. A military man, as you probably know. Had a cool, scary scar.
She appears aloof, but that scar part, the scary, is stressed and drawn out. What's that about? Apprehension? With longing. She misses him.
Yeah.
When was this?
A month ago? Something like that.
What did they hang him for?
He had something to do with the strike. One has been roiling since I got here. Rotten timing. But you probably know all about it.
Know about the strike.
And his role in this strike was what?
Yeah.
I think he was in a security detail. He was ex-military, worked for Wild Pines, and against the Union. We didn't discuss work much, if you know what I mean. But I understood it was dangerous.
Well, I mean, get a bunch of angry people together, shit tends to go flying.
And they lynched him for it?
She nods.
Oh, yes. I've had a great view. From the roof, out of the bathroom window, in my dreams.
A bitter cringe. It hurts. You look to the lieutenant.
You called us, the RCM.
Yes. I made it. And I would appreciate it if you didn't tell everyone. In Martinez, they call it snitching.
Reporting crimes is confidential in Ravachol, miss.
Because I couldn't handle it anymore. None of these people called. He just kept hanging there. Then they started stripping him. I didn't exactly disguise it. I just muffled the mic and nicked the landline a little. With nail clippers. And I diverted some radio fuzz into it. Into the cold wire.
Which landline?
The one downstairs, officer. I used the whirling landline.
Go through all the
I
trouble.
don't know, sir. It was stupid. I was drunk, too. I was probably afraid the Union was listening in. Locals say they have ears in the wires.
Thank you for making the call, miss. It was the right thing to do.
I didn't want to, sir. But if I hadn't, he'd still be hanging there. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not right now. Later, maybe. I keep seeing him. Like he is now. I can't talk about his...
Hello, Noah.
I don't know. Hair.
I know it's difficult, miss. We can return to it later.
Yeah.
She sees him in her dreams.
We'll say nothing. Let's not push it.
Pissed it all away. All of it. Elysium.
I'm not... Look, she obviously liked him. I'm not gonna, like, push that. I didn't know that.
They're frequent guests. Downstairs, they have a booth for Union members. They're probably down there now.
How did you meet?
Over drinks. It's been a long, boring winter.
Did you party?
A little, yeah.
Like you partied with the deceased?
No, not as hard.
I'm sorry to have to ask this, but have you had a physical relationship with any of the Hardy Boys?
I have.
Which one?
Which ones, sir? I don't remember precisely. Titus, obviously. But as I said, it's been a long winter.
That's a fair
Could
point.
that have been part of the reason they hanged him?
Could that be why they lynched him? Jealousy?
I hope not. Actually, I know that's not the reason. I'm careful about that kind of thing. Not crossing the wires, you know? But that's probably where they got the rape idea.
What do you mean?
Men like that? I don't know. It's the way their imaginations work. I suspect it's what they'd like to do to me.
Wow, that's gross.
She changes balance from one foot to another, crossing her legs.
Thank you for telling us all of this, miss. Wait, so Titus asked... I should ask this. Titus asked you to spice things up?
Pretty much.
Warming them. She must be very cold and exhausted of this life.
Thank you for telling us all of this, miss.
She breathes a silvery sigh of relief and weariness. The air on the roof feels humid.
Should we head by downstairs, officer? We may have things to discuss there.
Yeah, let's go. I don't need anything else from her.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called Hardy Boys. Half their reasoning just went out the window.
Think this will make them
Nothing
cooperate?
will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not part of the plan.
Did she tell us all that?
What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it.
I'm not sure she had to lie. No.
If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her.
Something's
You
off
think
here.
so? She seemed forthcoming. Unusually so. Being forthcoming about some things is a good way to obscure other things. The best liars are always forthcoming. Anyway, we should move. I suspect our investigation will bring us back here soon enough.
Close the door, it's polite. I did level up. I can become more think. Unlock. Do we want strong? Do we want strong? Do we want that? Or do we want communism? I think I'm gonna go with this one because I kind of liked this one when I heard it. Internalize that. Okay. Let's go a little later. She has collected herself. Communism. It's too late, Jazz. I already chose. But it will be worked in eventually, I promise.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, there we go. She says she wasn't right.
Fuck. I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
You've hit a nerve. Titus is furious. No, more than that. The loyal Titus feels betrayed.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Pretty sure she literally just did. Like he did right now.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Crazy, what are you talking about? I did think, yes, that she's a little crazy. That's bullshit. Told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Titus Hardy!
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
Someone has to rush in to break the tension. The second in command.
Look, Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
Where did you get
You
this
think
tape?
we go into this shit deaf and dumb? You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for that.
You bugged it.
We have machines. We're in logistics. How do you think a harbor works? It's advanced stuff.
Understood? You've listened in on their communications. How long?
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
Which one of you is doing the advanced radio work then?
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day, writing down what they say. It gets hot as hell in there.
Don't put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some in-depth stuff. Indexes and shit.
What's on it? We call it the door gun a mega mix. You'll know why once you listen to it.
Why should I
you
care?
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions. They are fucking keeping a score on their bulletin boards.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about. Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
Fine. I'll listen to
You
it.
do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I'm gonna take off now. Thing is about forced confessions is that they don't tend to stick, because a lot of times after you beat someone for so long, they'll confess to just about anything. Anyway, I have a place we can play this tape. Play this here.
The compact tape player is still and silent. Seems it has completely broken down now.
This would have been very helpful with the Megamix, but it isn't anymore.
Yeah. Any ideas?
My kinema only comes with radio. Let's try to find a new tape player. Perhaps we should talk to Roy at the pawn shop. He has stuff.
He has stuff, but I'm also very poor, and I need to pay for my room tonight. Interact. Which one is that?
You stare at the great door gunner Megamix. If only you had a boombox, you would be able to play Titus's tape. The tape feels ominous. Upon it, the dead speak. Respect the tape.
Okay.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
No, the pawn shop is this way. I can go down here. Right. Oh. Where's this fucking pawn shop at? This way. Down the road, you idiot. Talking to me, by the way. A sewer grate. A gateway to the river of filth.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Care to share your...
Have you tried it before?
Oh, wait, no.
It's almost like he's worried. The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care.
Oops. Actually, I didn't mean to do that. I don't do this often. Yeah, we might have to skip some dialogue. I did not mean to do that, and I don't think I could have gotten out of that. That was a mistake I did not mean to make.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game. What else could she have done? Lie? If not you, then me. It was a You think so? The best liars are...
I thought that was like the name of the tape player or some shit. I'm an idiot.
It's you again. What is it?
Oh, this takes a second to load.
Fuck.
You've hit a nerve.
For the record?
Oh, shut up.
She's just in the...
Yeah, she's crazy, you know.
Lawman.
His hands.
And you.
Titus Hart.
Success. Goddamn.
Everard, personally.
Someone has to rush in to break the tent.
Look, Copper. We know that show it to him.
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me what's on it. You think we go in. We...
Understood?
Since way...
Things got nice and quiet after.
It's not advanced.
Don't put...
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius or something. Those notes are some
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this? Why don't you try shoving it up your...
Yeah, play it with...
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
Don't forget your tape, Lawman. You do that. Oh.
Okay, there it goes. Alright, back to where we were. It took all of like 2 minutes. And you don't have to read dialogue. Shit tends to move quicker. What did I... Oh yeah, I remember. We'll internalize that one. Because that's what I did before. I feel like changing things now would be kind of cheating. Do it all. I did miss one thing, but I don't feel like I really gained any knowledge out of that, so. Yeah, so great. Hey, wait a minute. Thank you. Free trash means more money for me. Okay, let's not ask to do his drugs this time.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm looking for something that can play the tape for
A
police
tape?
business.
We have boom boxes for sale that will play it. Check the shelves.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels. One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Alright, well, I guess that's fair.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, I think.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real. A discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man. It's 12 real.
Just don't ask him for the smallest amount. You'll insult him. The others will work.
Well, he's pretty...
12 is a good number. Good internal balance. 12 has integrity. And here you are.
Fucking Christ.
Quality
All
sound
my
reproduction
money.
on the go. It'll play anything, wherever. Turn any tape into a conversation of sounds and shapes.
Yep, that sucks. Okay. But still. I think that'll look. Alright, let's put that back quick. We need... Actually, I don't think this guy would even know. Hey. I can interact with this.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Kim, what do you think
I'm
of
no
this?
property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. No fine print. You're smart. You can read. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall. The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is rooted behind the magnetic reader.
This is probably going to be the worst way to end this. Actually, I might go buy some. I might go sell some stuff.
You push command set, and the tape starts spinning. Violent static and machine sounds fill the air.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the sound of a Kvalson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice one. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrete on your porter reel. The tape stops spinning.
At the very end. Silence?
End of recording.
Who's this
Corty
Cordy?
could be short for Cortenard, one of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
What do you
It seemed
think?
authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He also sounded inebriated. You're familiar with this look now. It's his look of suspicion.
There's more going on here than we know.
Let's
The
go, Hoy.
village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
Think he was
Who
there?
knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
Okay, so
I
then
think
what
we've
now?
got a few more questions for class here, don't you? This seems to contradict her testimony, at least to some degree.
Okay. Well, that wasn't as bad. That looks hilarious. What looked hilarious? Oh, me hanging me with the boombox on my shoulder. Yeah. Yeah, that was great. Alright. And now I'm out of money. Because I spent it all on gambling. Alright. Things first. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna go to the place and see if I can't sell some trash and make more money. Hello, you racist fuck. I am not racist. Bullshit. I have no idea how many I have.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine,
30
and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more out.
Nah, fuck that. I think I've been through that before. I think one last round of interrogation, maybe. Should we knock? Or should we just let ourselves in? I guess we're just gonna let ourselves in then. Come on. You can go collect the bottles. I can. I might take some time and try to do that in the next episode. Let's finish up one last
Officer,
interview.
what brings you up here in the rain?
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona.
I'm not sure what that means, but thanks,
You
suggestion.
are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. You are not a fool. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds. She puts her coffee cup down.
I wasn't
This does
reading
not surprise her.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
On this rape, he specifically identifies you as his target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via a de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Enough. Enough. Authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yes, the word whore was used. Kohoi was
He
mentioned.
wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
I say things like that. Machoism?
Yes, was he bragging?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. then integrated them into his idea of normalcy to keep on living until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower. Afraid of what? That tape the Hardy Boys recorded? Your mother probably never told you this, but girls are evil. Had I the physical robustness and social support, I'd be in Kohoi. I would be tearing it up Soldier of the Apocalypse style.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
Yeah, well, when you spend a lot of time doing bad things, you become kind of a bad
There was
person
small
with a
measure of
bad
pride in
mental
her
attitude.
that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
Me too. But it is getting late.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and
Coalition.
smiles.
Okay.
Why not? I'll be here until 11 p.m. drinking coffee, most likely.
I was about to say, I don't think anyone ever says 2300. Like, at least no one that I know. My brother's in the military, and he doesn't even say 2300. You know what? I'll leave it on a cliffhanger. Next time when we come back, I will interrogate this asshole one more time. And then I will go and probably spend the next however long collecting bottles. So, thank you guys for watching. I am really tired, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.